Hello everybody, today I'm going to be showing you how to create a flyable ship in Space Engineers. Now the first thing you need to do is you're going to need to open up your inventory. Actually, not your inventory, your item inventory. Now I have the game set on creative, so I have access to everything. Now the parts you're going to need for a workable ship are either a heavy armor or light armor block. I'm going to go heavy armor. You're going to need a thruster, small variety for small ships and a large variety for large ships. You're going to need a couple of gyroscopes, so I'm going to drag that down into my toolbar. A small reactor, and I think that is everything that I shall be needing for a basic ship. So, start off with, you press G again, and you click New Small Ship. There you go. Now as you can see, it generated this landing clamp. Now if you put it down on the deck, it will lock into place, like so. So that is the basic starting point for your new ship. Then what you need to do is you need to select your armor block. So there we go, it's selected. Now as you can see, it's a big huge block to begin with, but if you move it over the landing clamp, it shrinks down to ship size. So you left click to put it in position, and there you go. Connects to the landing clamp. Now, you don't have to be too adventurous with your designs to begin with. If you just want something to fly, it's relatively easy to do. So, I'm just going to lock it in here, like so. Now, I don't know how true the aerodynamics are in the actual game. Sometimes some ships handle atrociously. So I try to keep my ships as symmetrical as possible. So, I'm just going to make it a little stylized here. There we go. And a little bit of an extended back area so I can fit all my items. So, there we go. Now, first thing you need to put onto your ship is your cockpit. Now that's by default already in your toolbar when you're on creative. So if you look down, you'll see the number 2. That is the cockpit. And that's the wrong cockpit. I'm an idiot. So, we go back into G, and I pick cockpit number 1. So, put cockpit number 1 over your ship, like so. Okay, now the cockpit is basically, and everybody should know this, where you fly the ship from. So, that is the cockpit put in place. Now I'm going to add the thruster to the back. Now to rotate an item so that the thruster is facing outwards and not facing inwards, because that will not end well, you basically press your home key and it will rotate it. And be sure what distance you're standing close to it. Sometimes it won't allow you to place the object if you're standing in its hitbox. So, there you go. Thruster is placed. Now the thruster is basically what causes your ship to move, for all those people who lack any brains whatsoever. So, there we go. Now, next thing you're going to need to add is a small reactor, which is under 9. So we're going to put that on there, like so. As you can see, it's activated my thruster automatically. And you can switch that on and off inside the cockpit, which I'll show you in just a few moments. Now, the next thing you need to do is you need to add gyro thrusters, which is under 8. Now, gyroscopes are gyroscopes are basically what enables you to turn your ship in any given direction. Now as we're in space, that means we have 6 points of access. So, I'm going to add one here. We're going to add one to the front. The other ring. Just going to try to get one underneath, if I can. 1 second. Yeah, that'll do it. There you go. As you can see, the circular ball is facing downwards. That'll mean I'll have thrust to go down. And we're also going to add one that'll be facing up. There we go. So, there we have it. That is a fully flyable ship. Now, the next thing you need to do is to get into your ship. So, you walk up to the cockpit and you wait to see the yellow icon over the glass and press T. And you're inside the ship. Now if you want to go to the internal view, press K, will give you the access to the control panel, which will allow you to switch on and off items. As you can see, everything here is on. Press V to go into the actual cockpit view, as you can see here. Okay, now, as you can see, the ship is kind of locked in position at the moment. So what you need to do, to unlock your ship from the deck, actually, I'll just show you one thing before I unlock. If you look in the lower right-hand side of the screen, it gives you a list of your mass, your speed, power usage, etc. Down the bottom it says landing gears 1, and it's locked. To unlock it, press P. And there you go. And that is how you create a flyable ship in Space Engineers.